Yellow couldn't be easier to paint. Let's do this. Hello fellow hunters of the blue, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to Zero Skill, a series of videos where I show you the simplest and most effective way of painting your models. In this video we paint the best craft wall with just 3 simple steps and some optional finishing details. Yellow is usually the bane of most painters, but it shouldn't be. Yellow can be the easiest color to paint, we just need a little bit of color theory. As you might know, Vallejo is now the sponsor of the series to showcase their amazing range of express paints, to me, and I'm obviously biased, the best one-coat paints in the market. I will leave a link in the description to the Vallejo web so you can check the immense array of products they offer, where I'm sure you will be able to find a product that suits your needs. And now, let's get cracking! As you can see, we are starting from a base coat of Vallejo white spray, and the first step is going to be to cover everything that we have here with a mix of 1 part Twilight Rose and 5 parts Express Medium. We don't really care about the gun at this point. The gun is just going to be black and we are going to cover everything, but we want to cover at least the body and the head. Also, this first layer is not necessarily the most important because, well, we're going to do a lot of work over it, but you can want to try and get the smoothest result possible as always, because that is going to make our life much easier later on. The helmet is going to be dark blue. And although this color does provide a really good shading for blue, this blue is going to be so dark that I'm not sure if this is going to do much in terms of shading, but also it's never going to hurt, so why not? Pink is an amazing color to base coat yellow because when the yellow hits the pink that is going to be in the recesses, it's going to turn out an incredibly rich and deep color. With everything now fully dry, it's time to start applying our dry brush, and this is just going to be white. I've done several stages in the past, but I found that with yellow, doing several stages doesn't really do much. White over this pink pre-shade is more than enough. I highly recommend you use a satin white, as that will allow for a smoother express layer, which is the most important part of the yellow. But if you don't have a satin white, just use a normal white and apply a satin varnish over the whole model. That will allow for the paint to flow evenly across the whole surface. As you can see, I'm starting out with quite a broad dry brush just to pick up all the edges and stuff like that, and as I move on I can move to other techniques like stippling here on the middle of the head just to accentuate the highlight here on the center, or the knees and all that nice stuff. I will be moving to a smaller and smaller brush as I go on with my highlights, because the better this dry brush is, the better the model will look in the end. Well, would you look at me, I totally messed up my steps. Before the dry brush, we have to pick up all of the areas that we want to be black with. Black, I'm going to use Hospitalier black, and all of the areas that we want to be white with a light gray. In my case, I'm going to use Corax white, but again, you can use any Vallejo gray, but you have to do a satin varnish over the top for the paints to flow the best. And it's important we do this before the dry brush, because the dry brush should go over every single detail of the Mini, including this black. The white details in these models are the mask on the helmets, and also any pieces of cloth, like these ones. I did the dry brushing with white over everything, and this is the final result. I'm pretty happy with it. You have to take really good care about his cakes. That's the most important part of any Eldar model. And now we're going to start base coating everything with the final colors, starting with the yellow, which I'm going to do a mix of 1 part Dreadnought yellow and 1 part Imperial yellow. In all honesty, you can just use Dreadnought yellow. It's going to work amazingly well, but I like to, do things differently in each and every single video to give you options. And as always, you can see that this pre-shade is doing an incredibly heavy lifting into getting this yellow to look incredible. especially in the shadows, which is the most critical part of any yellow. The paint itself is going to give us really good saturation naturally, but deep saturated shadows is something that is really hard to do without doing this pre-shade. As always, we go around absorbing any excess and making sure the model looks fantastic. With the yellow done, I want to tackle now the blue, and for my Yanyan I like quite a dark blue for my helmet. That's my preferred method, and for this I found a mix that works really well, which is 10 parts Mystic Blue and 1 part Hospitalier Black. This mix also leans slightly into the turquoise spectrum, which, at least for me, is always a plus. Just note that I also did with the blue these tassels that the Eldar have on their armor. With the blue done, I'm going to move into the white. For this, I'm going to just mix a little bit of space gray into express medium to make a sort of a wash. But if you want to know the real proportions, it's about 1 part space gray and 10 parts express medium, but don't do that mix, it's very little. We just want to mix a little bit of that into a pool, or a little bit of space gray into a pool of express medium, and I'm just going to apply this over the white. And finally, for the black, I'm just going to do a full layer of Black Lotus over all of the work we have there. And this to me just feels like cheating. The Black Lotus over the black and white pre-shade just makes for an incredible black with almost zero effort. I painted the metal trim on the soulstone using the True Metallic Rusty Metal Triad, and now it's time to paint the gems and the eye lenses, and for this I'm going to use Seraph Red. And with that done, we have a perfect tabletop model that took us almost nothing to paint. It was incredibly easy to do, and something that honestly we can do very easily in large quantities, and the result is absolutely stunning. Look at that yellow. But as always, I'm going to show you how you can take this to the next level. To take this to the next level, I'm just going to concentrate on doing highlights on the blue and on the yellow. And for that, I'm going to start with the yellow armor, and the first thing is going to be do a highlight of Toxic Yellow. What I'm going to do here is essentially just a thin edge highlight, re-emphasizing all of these really nice edges we already have here, and maybe doing a little bit of the volumetric on some details like the knee pads. For that, I'm just going to stipple some of this yellow on the points that I want to highlight. The yellow highlights are done, and this is all we're going to do to the yellow. Just one highlight. I think it looks amazing as it is, and the only thing we could do is just use white, and I just don't feel like it. So I'm going to concentrate on the helmet, and for that I'm going to start with a 1-to-1 mix of aquamarine and turquoise. And I'm going to start to do a nice edge highlight with this, but also a volumetric one on the forehead. For this I'm going to thin down my paint to this sort of consistency. And I'm doing essentially a mix of stippling and glazing. For the next highlight I'm going to use pure aquamarine and keep on building this nice forehead highlight here. And for my final highlight, I'm going to move on to Verdigris, and I'm going to use this as my final edge highlight, just focusing this towards the corners and all that stuff, and also a really small final highlight on the center of the helmet. I will now paint the gems and the eye lenses because I am a horrible person, and the model will be finished. Isn't that a glorious color scheme? Absolutely amazing. And we managed to paint an incredible yellow with almost no skill required. And if you want to support me, you can check my Patreon, where I offer in-depth and CAD tutorials and private classes. Help me and join the list of the coolest people in the world that you can see on the screen right now. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!